I used to think that stuff like this, improvising, creating some pretty sweet melody combined with some effing outrageous chops. I used to think that that was just, the chosen few, the super duper guitar heroes, the big names. But that's not true at all. I came up with a system that completely allows you to make use of the most crazy chops. I mean, even just the thing learning the licks, that's one thing, but being able to use them in any improvisation situation, like just picking up the guitar and then being able to rip through these really amazingly technical chops, that's one thing. And no, that's not one thing, but then doing that, and also being able to do it in a live situation with your band, or just picking up the guitar and trying new guitars in a guitar shop, or playing with the backing track, or in a situation where people are around you. This is absolutely possible with this system. I created a system that made this possible, because in the past I used to think that it was just for as I said before, for a chosen few people who could actually do this, like it was an inborn thing. But that's not at all true. I made a system that makes this possible. And what I did just before was just to fire up the backing track, and then what I do is I make use of the scales. I have a very, very strong foundation in the scales, because the scales allows me to create melody using the notes that are compatible or pertains to the chords that I play over. But on top of that, that's one thing, but on top of that, I play the most technical, challenging licks that I have practiced and that I can play. I use those in any situation, that being just improvising, playing with my band, and not being, not playing those types of solos where you compose a solo, but actually improvising, true improvising, where you don't really know what's gonna happen. You just play, and then at some point you break into these really outrageous chops, and that is the most advanced, it's the highest achievable thing that you can do with your instrument, being able to combine melody with the most technical chops. And I remember back in the days where I was told from my guitar teacher, and he said, those that advanced stuff that you want to do, it's not really possible to use it in a solo or in an improvisation situation, which I found out was not true at all. I needed a system, and that system that I came up with allowed me to do just that. So if you're willing to put in the time and follow the exact procedure and recipe that I came up with, this is actually totally possible for you. But you need to put in the time, you need to put in the hard work. But if you do so and follow my exact procedure, you will be able to do that as well. And of course, along with that system, I give you a bunch of outrageous licks, of course, as it's my style. So once you know how to play these licks, you will be able to use them in any situation, as well as all your other material, if you have a lot of other licks that you actually would be able to use in an improvisation session as well.